Hello my lovely people. So today we got 5 cards here. Who's your future spouse? And then I'm gonna do a second and a third reading going to be for the extended on my Vimeo. The second reading going to be, is this spouse the right person? Do you have more? How can you get the right person, basically? Because sometimes you choose a while. Have it ever happened to you about your future spouse, and then it's someone different, and then after a few years you choose and it's like someone else? It's like your energy vibrate. Sometimes even when you have a twin flame, your energy or spirit gonna show you someone that is very vibrating to your energy, that this is the right person that we're gonna show you. So you get confused between like seeing your twin flame, the real person that you feel like, I want my twin flame, I want that person, the right person, I see this person, but also I see someone else. I see that person in my energy and you don't know why. Even if you're a psychic, like I see a different person. This is because you still did not learn a lesson, and also sometimes because you meant to meet this person. You meant to meet this person in this lifetime and to choose not to be with this person because most likely you were married to this person several times. You want to be with this person or not, and also to understand the lesson, blah blah blah, or you can be with this person. Sometimes that person is not really bad, but you could have better things in this lifetime, and your life purpose and your like basically your right career path and everything with the right person and your twin flame. So the second reading going to be about like, is the person that you're manifesting right now basically the right person? And then the third reading that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have a map here. I'm gonna have like a map picture, and I'm gonna see like, where's your future spouse, basically where's your twin flame and the right person, if they are like, if it's like in the same area or what, and you can see okay on the map. So we're gonna do that reading anyway. So who's your future spouse? We got 1 2 3 4 and 5 choose one. Remember to like and to subscribe. If you like my readings, you can tip me to show support by pressing the heart button with a $sign. I would really appreciate that. If you want to be a member, press the join button. If you cannot find the join button, you can click the link down in the description. It said join my channel. Just click on it and it's gonna take you to a web browser. You're gonna see the join button. If it's not taking you automatically, you can copy the link and paste it on web browser. Let's start this reading, okay? Number 1, who's your future spouse? I do feel like your future spouse is someone who's like not very scientific, or like, oh sorry, I just got like the internet connection thing. This person is not very scientific. And speaking about the internet connection, I'll tell you something here about this person. I do feel like this person got lazy because this person maybe for some of you got like, this is like not a person who think that they are really good in science, even though they can be good in science and math, but like it's like something inside the brain, something like from the start and upbringing, something went and happened bad when they studied. Basically they did not have the great experience with teachers or something, and they did not know the basics and math or whatever, and they think that they're really not good because it's like they needed a good teacher, basically. Yeah, something about a good teacher here. I do feel like this person could be a bit like spoiled or very reliant on their parents, or they have a life where nothing was hard. Like nothing was hard to them, like everything was handed to them, but except one thing. So everything was handed to them except one thing. I'm gonna let you use your intuition to know that one thing, so you will be more specific. But for some of you, I'm seeing like financial things was not really given to them that easy, even though that everything was like there. They had a loving family, supportive people and things like that, but financial things was not given to them. There's something here was really rough and aggressive, and maybe this family really traumatized this baby because they were so strict about something that they could have been not too strict about, which made this person really not fully in their potential, but they made them who they are. But they can do better, but they have anxiety right now because of that little thing, or because of this thing. Some of you, they could have abusive partners, or they had abusive partners, which like bad exes and bad people made them feel this way, or the way that they are right now that I'm seeing them. I do feel like this person is very talented. Like they could do like crafty things that you might think like, whoa, how did you do that? For some of you, they could do candles, or like things like decor for the house, or flowers, or they could like have a lot of decor inside the house. So maybe this person is very good in like making cheese, pizza, or like wine, or things like that just like needs time. like pickle jars or something like that, but they're really good with something. I feel like they had someone who was like very, very, very aggressive in the family, like very abusive. So maybe they had like a really nice mother but a very shitty dad, or they had like they had someone very like strict, very like gave them a lot of anxiety. This person is very strong, very independent. They're very they're very strong and independent. I do feel like this person does not really focus on their self a lot. Like they could have like a lot of self-worth issues, or they're not the most confident. They know that they're handsome and pretty, or like whatever their gender, but they think that they're not so focused on that. It's like they're very comfortable. It's not like they're insecure about the physical appearance, not at all. I do feel like they know that they look good, but they're not someone who's like, it looks so good, I'm gonna show it. They're so good, but they know they're good, so they don't feel like put in extra effort to not look to look good or something like that. Okay, I feel like this person really got nice teeth, nice mouth, or like dentals. They're really clean. They have a clean mouth. Okay. Number 2, who's your future spouse? I do feel like your future spouse is someone's like very in the air all the time, something in the air. They could be an air sign, but this person could be a pilot, or someone like could get in airplanes, skydiving, or something like that. Or they could be like living in a very high building, like in an area where like in a country where they have high buildings, or in a place where they have a lot of high buildings. Okay, follow intuition. Also, they could be like having a room, like their room or the apartment is really like I cannot, let me drink coffee. Their apartment is like roof apartment or roof place. They have a roof thing, or they could live like in a higher, like a floor building. Could be very specific, but they could be like they have like a balcony or something, or a big window that they can look at the city or people walking. So it looks like Italy or somewhere like that, or any kind of place where like they look from the window, there's like people or coffee shops and stuff like that. It looks really nice. But some of it's like that. For others, it's not like that, but they could have like a really, or they work in a high building, like company or something like that. I do feel like this person is definitely very independent. They were like independent since they were like in a young age, or they have to be very responsible. It seems like it's not fair for some of you, not all of you, but they had to be very responsible. Like they maybe took a lot of responsibility that a kid's supposed not to take that responsibility just because something awful happened to them, or maybe they had a lot of abusive family, sadly. Okay, I do feel like this person got a very beautiful voice, or they speak very, very like elegant. Like you really like to hear them talking. I do feel like if you're gonna meet them, you're gonna like to hear them talking. The way that they talk is just very soothing. Okay, I do feel like something about their voice is just, you like hearing their voice. For some of you, what do you call that, ASMR? And I feel like some of you really like the vocabulary of what they use and how they explain things. It's like you really feel like when they talk, they have this confidence, or they can explain something. It's like it gives me that confidence, like a professor, like who can lecture for 45 minutes or an hour and speaks not like I want to say stutter. What do you call that? But you get it, like okay. Scattered. I know, you get it. It's like they don't feel like tongue-tied, basically, or I feel like they get panic, like, or anxiety, get panic attacks or anxiety when they speak. I don't feel like they're very confident, and you like hearing them talking because they could be like very outspoken also. So some of you, they're very outspoken, or they could have something like they speak online a lot. They could be an influencer, or they could be a YouTuber or something like that. They're very confident around camera, around people, or they're really nice. They can talk loud to people and explain what they want. Something about that you're really gonna like. It's almost like, oh my god, I like a man or a woman who can speak what they want, or speak to someone like that. It's like, you know, like how you, maybe for some of you had like some people, like you went outside with them or see like an airplane or traveling places, and you went, and then this person, for example, you had a partner, like they couldn't ask for what they want or stand up for themselves, and like they get shy from like asking the flight assistant. I don't know what I saw on airplane, but like, hey, can I have a blanket? I was like, they're shy. No, don't worry about it, I don't want. Like this person is like very outspoken. It's like, hello, like, can I get that, can I get that, and I want that. It's like they not shy to speak their right or what they need is. So something about that is really intriguing. For some of you, you might see this person in public where they're gonna be like defending someone else who's not speaking for themselves. Like, you know, like this annoying shit that happened. No, here happens a lot in my country. We have people from all over the place, right? And then you stand in the line, and then you have this awful person that comes between you, like in the line just in front of you, and acts like they did not see you, right? And you have like this huge line, and they just came in front of you, and nobody will speak anything because they don't want to like have a fight, or they're too shy to speak, and then you have to speak, you know that? It's like maybe you're gonna meet them like where they're gonna have to speak. You're like, you cannot just stand in front of someone like that. And there's a lot of people who would not really speak up, and they're just like gonna ignore it. I do feel like this is what you're gonna notice about this person you're gonna like. I do feel like you're gonna smile a lot when you see this person, and this person could have a very nicest smile, but they don't smile a lot, or they have a poker face or something. They just don't smile a lot. Okay, number 3, who's your future spouse? Your future spouse is someone who does not really put a lot of effort in the thing that they wear or they dress. It's like they're okay, they're fresh and they're clean, but they're not someone who's gonna be like buying the new shit trend, whatever, or dressing up in this style. Like they're like, I got a jacket, I'm okay with it. Like very minimalist kind of person. Or it could be they're not a minimalist at all. So follow your intuition every time choose about a card. Collective energy is accurate, the messages are different, try to apply to your situation, but they're like I don't know, like should I buy that, should I not? I'm okay with that. They could have a few outfits, and then they really like to be stylish, but they were not gonna be going shopping a lot. So they could have a few outfits, they know they look good, but they're not very obsessed with like shop. And they could be like liking to shop, and they might say like a lot of things like, oh, I like this shirt, but they're the kind of person who will go to buy once a year when it's sale or something like that. Okay, so what's about your future spouse here? I do feel like your future spouse is definitely same color like you for a majority of you, like exactly the same color, or it could be a little bit different. So for example, if you have a black hair, they're gonna have a black hair with a black skin. If your skin is white, or vice versa, something like that, they're gonna have white skin. There's something very similar like that you both have. It could be the skin, it could be the hair, it could be whatever, but there's something also different. Some of you could be just same color. Also, it could be the same nationality for some of you, not all of you. I don't feel like your future spouse is very judgy. It's a very judgy person, but I don't feel like it's perfect for you, or you like this person. You like that they're very judgy. They could be very Catholic, very religious, very Muslim, very Jewish, very whatever, but they don't like to break the rules on religion or tradition. They don't like that. That's why they're too judgy. They could be like too like, oh, I don't want a woman or a man like that. It could be like that too, or they could be just traditional. It could be not extreme. If you feel like this is not the type that you're going to be going to, it could be just like not like they're very traditional. They would not like be breaking tradition basically. What's your future spouse? I do feel like your future spouse really hates not organized places, or something about dirt or something like that. They could be like very obsessed about cleaning and hygiene or something like that, which is good, but yeah. Also, they could be the opposite. They could really hate religion, okay? So follow your intuition. Number 4, who's your future spouse? I do feel like your future spouse is definitely someone very similar to you. For some of you, maybe you're going to be attracting your twin flame, the right person. This is the next person that you're going to marry. This is the person that you're attracting is actually your twin flame, okay? Or some of you, I do feel like you already been married, or you have a kid with someone else, and then you're going to marry your twin flame. So follow intuition. I do feel like this person is very fancy, very elegant. They have a really high taste in things, and also on people, I'm hearing. So they are not really friends or dating anybody. They're not a hoe, basically. They're not thirsty for anything. They're not thirsty for the money, for the pussy, for the dick, whatever. So they are like, even if they are like sexual, but you need to know the different people between being too sexual and liking sex and being a hoe, okay? Because a lot of people do like sex, but they feel disgusted to sleep with everybody, okay? They don't feel attracted to anybody. It's just like if you like sex, it doesn't mean they have to be attracted to anybody, okay? This person is not attracted to anybody, but they are kinky, okay? So I feel like this person is kinky. They're very not shy about wearing things that nobody else wears. Like they got used to people looking at them anyway, or staring at them in a way that they look different. So they don't give a fuck if people are looking at them like overdressed, or there's something about them that looks elegant every time they walk. Like if people look at them, they could be very handsome, very pretty, or something like that. I do feel like this person is very intuitive, very psychic, whether they're psychic or not, but they're very intuitive. This person got really a stubborn personality. They are a lucky person, but they might not know that. They got a lot of lucky things gonna happen to them or happen to them in life, but they also got a lot of bad shit that happened to them in life. But it's like their life is like, it's a balance basically. So they got things that God gave them and spirit gave them that other people maybe don't have, and they got other talents and they got success, and they're gonna have all of that for some of you when you meet them. So you might start having that once you meet them. But I do feel like this person is like very lucky, but they're like, they don't feel this way, but you're gonna understand why, because some of you, they went through a lot of things. I do feel like this person really like to discover things about cultures, other things. So I would not be surprised if this person speaks multiple languages or travel to a lot of places, or they want to travel a lot of places. They like to try new things, new food. They are very like open to trying new things. They really like to be introduced to different people, different culture, different things. They like to know a lot of things. So that's why they're very knowledgeable, because they're always open to really learn a lot of things. And I feel like this person can be very scary, very deadly. So a lot of people are very intimidated and scared by this person. Something that you're gonna learn and you're gonna love about this person. I feel like this person is very caring and protective toward their like siblings or people that they love. They don't show that love to anybody, but they're very caring. This person is very smart. They could be like they have a really high degree, or when you meet them, they might be starting to study something. Maybe they had really, as I said, like they had really awful things happening to them. Maybe their life was stagnant for a little bit, even suicidal or even like depressed, but then they got lucky in life. It's almost like because of who they are, they create opportunities. This person is a creator. They could be an entrepreneur. I do feel like entrepreneur person. I do feel like this person is very charming, but sometimes they can really be detached. Okay, number 5, who's your future spouse? Your future spouse is someone a little bit thick. They really like food. They could be a foodie. They're not really into like fixing their diet, or they have a trouble fixing their health. So maybe you're gonna help them with this department, or they might change that later for some of you, but they have a trouble knowing what healthy food or what health is. So I do feel like they're gonna change, definitely. I do feel like they might meet someone who's gonna change them. There's something here weird I'm seeing here. I'm gonna come to this part, but I do feel like this person gonna be someone else, and then they're gonna change that negative thing. It's kind of like they're gonna be introduced. Some of you might be going through something similar to that, or you might be going through something similar to that once, like before you meet them. Then they're gonna be like, oh, me too, I was like that, and then I changed that. So maybe they did not really have a healthy diet, or parents will show them that healthy food doesn't have to be like eating salad or just eating like an apple every day. Like you can just eat whatever you want, but change the ingredient, change the things, but less chemical, but less salt, but like, you know, no sugar, a little bit of oil, no much oil. You can't cook in an air fryer, oven, whatever. So they're gonna learn something before meeting you, and then you're gonna be like, oh, clicking. So they're gonna be going through something that is very similar to you, whatever it is, but they're gonna change it. And then once you meet them, you're gonna have the same story, like, oh, me too. So for some of you it could be diet, for some of you it could be something else similar to that. Okay, follow your intuition. Every time choose a card. The collective energy is accurate, the message are different. Try to apply to a situation. I feel like your future spouse is very sensitive. They're very sensitive. They could be like, sometimes they hide their feelings and they later explode. So they could have like this habit where like they just stay quiet whenever they feel bad or something like that, and then they just keep it inside. They could be really speaking to someone that they really trust. So yeah, I feel like you might have like mutual friends, or you might have someone who's gonna introduce you to your future spouse. The future spouse could be talking to that person a lot about things, and then you're gonna be like, that person really changed their life, and they're gonna be like having a mutual friend who like literally like you both like or something like that. You might be introduced to this person by a group of people, by school, by something, or like you have something in common, like people in common or a person. Okay, I do feel like for some of you might meet this person traditionally, like if you're in an arranged marriage or something like that. I do feel like your future spouse is so into fitness. It could be like starting to be into fitness or a bodybuilder or something like that. Your future spouse, look, your future spouse, they're not gonna like a lot of things about you in the beginning for some of you. Because you might be in I do feel like there's a reason here why you both are changing, or you're both in the same place. I do feel like if there's things that your future spouse may bring to you or tell you about that you're gonna have to change. There's things that you might get away with other people that you're not gonna get away with this person. Maybe also the mutual friend that you have. You're not gonna get away with that. Like, you cannot just say things like that. They're gonna see through that. They're gonna be like, you might tell you like, yeah, no. You don't get to just act like that. You don't get to just be saying shit like that. You cannot like gaslight this person, or you cannot just blame whatever laziness that you're in into some situation in your life. Like, you cannot. This person gonna be like telling you how it is. So the extended reading going to be about how to manifest the right person and your future spouse, but the right person, not the future spouse, but the right person. So it could be for some of you it's like your future spouse. And then we're gonna see the map. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the extended.